how you came to arrive in the United States and some of your early experience. Many of the nurses we're going to talk to today, or nurses who watch in the future, are actually still in the process. So they may be affected by retrogression at the moment, or they may have just slid under that date cutoff, and they're actually preparing to come any minute. So they like hearing, I think, about how it was for you to come in those early days so that they can prepare.
Right. So my journey here started, I want to say, about 12 years ago. And so I was living in Jamaica at the time. I was a critical care nurse, and I'd gotten experience in PD, med surge, obstetrics. And so I wanted to move forward with my career. And I thought, well, let's go to the US. So we did that, moved here in about 2012, my husband and we started an ICU, a 16-bed ICU. We were contracted with the wonderful AMN. So we were there for about 2 years, contracted with them. But we loved the place and the people so much that we stayed another 5 years, had our two kids there. And then just about 5 years ago, I want to say, we moved to Texas. So we're currently in Texas. As my family you see coming up from Jamaica visiting with us. So we moved to Texas about 5 years ago. Since then, I moved into an ICU as well. This was a 30-bed ICU. Quickly moved into, a leadership role, clinical coordinator. Then I did an interim capacity while I was in the ICU, clinical manager. And then fast forward, I advocated for a night educator role, highlighting that the populace, there is half your populace at night in the hospital who need educational issues and have gaps that they need to close. And so that role was created for me. It is an inaugural role. And so I've been enjoying that. My night people love me. I love my night people. And I've been very honored to have a few accolades over the last couple of years that has recognized my work in various capacities with various facilities. Um, while I was waiting to come here, I was hit with retrogression. So I know how frustrating that can be. And so our waiting time was protracted a little bit. But just coming into the system, there were definitely some hiccups, but there were also some great opportunities. And I think, once you have the mindset, once you're ready to buckle down, work hard, adjust yourself, be open to learning new things, and making your integrity, your hard work speak for itself. I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth here.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you've grown like professionally and personally, and sort of taken all those opportunities and made the most of them. And sometimes, I mean, with this new role, you've almost like created the opportunity and made the most of it. So that's really neat.